Hi everyone. So we're working on a project called a Digital Mandala, and hopefully at this point you'll have seen the PowerPoint presentation on what a mandala is. So in this case, we're going to be creating one digitally. So I'm going to give everybody the same two files, which is going to be this piece right here, which is called Section 8 Web, and then this piece over here, which is a close-up of a poinsettia plant. And then right here is a finished version of this, but yours will probably look completely different than this one. Okay? So to start out, the first thing you're going to need to do is make sure in Photoshop that you have this open and that Section 8 Web is highlighted. Right now this is in a GIF format, so you're going to have to change the image mode. So to do that, you're going to go up here and click on Image, then go to Mode and change it to RGB color. Make sure you click that. And what that will enable you to do is to select with the magic wand tool the red and black triangles in here. So next we're going to go over to the poinsettia image, and you're going to make a selection around this image. We're going to use the selection tool, the rectangular marquee tool over here, and you're going to make a selection over the entire image. Just like that. Now we're going to toggle back over to here to your Section 8 Web. I'm going to take the magic wand tool and I'm going to click on that first red triangle right here. All right. Next you're going to go up to the menu at the top and you're going to come over back to your poinsettia. Make sure that's highlighted. You're going to go to Edit, Copy, or your keyboard shortcut would be Control C. Come back over here to the Section 8. This is still highlighted, and you're going to go Edit, Paste Into. And what that's going to do is it's going to take the selected image from here and it's going to paste it into that selection. And if you look over here on your Layers palette, you now have a Layer 1, and you'll see the little cutout highlighted and the image that it has just pasted in. Now you're going to go over here to your toolbar and you're going to click the Move tool. And you're going to start to move your image around until what is showing in your little highlighted slice of the mandala, until what is showing is something that you like. So I think I'm going to leave that right there. Okay? Now I'm going to take the magic wand tool and I'm going to click on the black wedge that is right next to where I've just pasted into. So I'm going to, whoops, make sure you go back to the background layer and click that. All right. It's very important that you click back to the background layer each time before you make the selection. Otherwise, it'll make a selection within your image that you've pasted into. Now for this second wedge, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to go to Edit, Paste Into, because we still have that original piece that we copied from the poinsettia. And you are going to take the transformation menu and you're going to make two transformations on this. So we're going to go to Edit, Transform, and down at the bottom you're going to click Flip Horizontal, and then you're going to go to Edit, Transform, and go to Rotate, and then up here in the Rotate menu, right over here, there's a little symbol that looks like an angle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth box from the left, and into there you're going to type in minus 45, and then you're going to hit enter twice. So what that's going to do is we first flip the image and then it's rotating it a negative 45 degrees. Now you're going to take the Move tool and you are going to move this until you have the mirror image of what you did in the first red wedge. Now you might need to use the arrow tools on your keyboard to fine-tune or fine adjust the mirror image, but you'll see it when it snaps into place. You'll be able to see when it is perfect. And I think that's just about it right there. Okay? So now I'm going to go back to the layers palette and go back onto the background. Magic wand tool, select the red wedge, edit, paste into. Now for this one, you're just going to go edit, transform, and you're going to rotate. And again, we're coming up here to the fifth box from the left, and I'm going to type in -45, hit enter or return twice, take the move tool, and now you're going to move this so that you wind up with a mirror image. And again, mine just easily snapped into place. Sometimes it snaps into place very easily, and sometimes you need to use, again, your arrow tools on your keyboard to fine-tune the adjustment for it. But that looks pretty good. Okay, and again, click on the background layer in the layers palette, magic wand tool. Now we're going to go into that final black wedge, select that area, edit, paste into with our already copied image. Now we're going to go edit, transform, flip horizontal again, and then edit, transform, rotate. Now in this box, rather than putting in -45, which we've done in the previous ones, you're going to put in -90, 90. Hit return twice, go on to the move tool, and move your piece until you have it where you want it. And that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so now that we're done pasting the image into there, you're going to come over here to your layers palette, and we're going to turn off the eye symbol on the background layer. We're going to do that so that we can merge the layers where all we've pasted into here. So I'm going to turn off the eye, and that's going to turn off that white background. Now we're going to go to the layers menu, which is up at the top, and you are going to drop that down, and down towards the bottom is the command merge visible. So it's going to merge those 4 layers into one layer. Okay, and see it's given it the name layer 4 over here. You're going to go back into the layers menu, and you're going to duplicate that layer. So it says, okay, layer 4, copy. And click OK. And now what that's done is it's made a duplicate of that layer. But we're going to need to do something to this in order to make it the mirror image. So you're going to go into Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. So that's going to transform that layer, and then you're simply going to move it over until it becomes the mirror image of the first piece that you created. And we're going to go to Layer, Merge Visible to make those 2 pieces become one. And again, we're going to go to Layer Copy or Duplicate Layer. That's going to give me copy number 2. Okay, here's the copy of our layer. Edit, Transform, and this one you're going to flip vertical. One thing you need to remember when you're using the Edit Transform tool, you always need to be in the Move tool, the plus with the arrow. Otherwise, the Transform tool will not work. Okay, I'm going to move this down. And again, you may need to use your arrow keys on your keyboard to fine-tune the movement. All right, and that's your completed mandala. So the last thing I'm going to do is turn back the eye on the background. Now you have that nice white background there. And I'm going to merge visible so that it now makes all the layers one. Now the last step that you can do, which you'll see over here on the previous mandala that I created, which of course looks absolutely nothing like the one that we've just worked on, but it is from the same picture. So everyone will have the same picture of the poinsettia, but everyone's going to have a mandala that looks completely different. The last thing you can do is you can colorize the background. So we're going to use the selection tool and the magic wand tool, and you're going to select an area in the white background, and if you hold down the command key you can select more than one area at a time, or you can try out different areas. You're going to take the paint bucket tool and you're going to pick a color to create the background for this. Now, since this is red, I might not want to use a red background. I might want to pick something maybe a little bit more in the green area. Back to the paint bucket tool, and I paint bucket it in over there. Magic wand the white over here. Paint bucket there. Magic wand the white, and paint bucket there. And that's it. That's your completed mandala. Now, rather than saving it over the original template that you're given, you're going to go to File and save it as a new name. So Save As, and give it a new name. Mandala 1. And save it as a JPEG file. And then click Save. And you're done. So you have your template for the mandalas. You can make any kind of different ones that you want using any kinds of different photos that you may have.